Okay, part two. Monday, January 25th. Alright, so I've been touching base with some familiars, and I wanted to kind of present to the world. This is like a one-sided phone call to me. This is how I view it. Talking to anybody could be talking to everybody while I'm talking to nobody directly. But in my mind, I have a face in front of me, and I'm saying my piece to the world as I understand it, the view that I have of it. So I don't mind if I share, and if you're watching, maybe you care a little bit to see what kind of a show I'm presenting. But it's just a day in the life reality check of a guy who plays the guitar, drums. I started out trying to be cool, and I realized it's unnecessary to try to be anything that you're not at the time, and just let it flow. Be natural and honest, and let's see where the chips fall, and maybe I'll float down that river a little bit more in a desirable, where I want to be more favorably. This is who I got on next to my bed. I have a little TV table, a little food table that I put next to my bed on the east wall. It's called an icon table, icon corner. Here's what I got next to my bed okay? See that? That's Saint Seraphim of Sarov, Sarov, out in the Russian territories out there. He's a saint. He's the Russian Orthodox equivalent to Saint Francis of Assisi in the Roman Catholic saints. I don't know too much about him. I can't even tell you his birth date and everything. I could if I looked it up because I have it in notes, but I don't have it to memory. What I want to say is that he's just a model for me. I know he was they call him aesthetics, I guess the word is, where they starved and went in the woods, and they took the elements, and they didn't necessarily have a title. They kind of shunned the world. He was in pain. He was racked with pain from hard living. As far as not having a comfortable, sheltered, materialistic lifestyle. And he's known to be, a wonder worker. He's one of them that I hold dearly to my person the best I can. This little picture in my hand is pretty much one of the people that it keeps me on the right side of life, I think, on the inside. I'm sifting through my little Bible that I got years ago. It's the American Bible version. I know it's not the Dewey Reams version. I'm not the scholar. But it was the one that I picked up with the translation in English years ago. I think 95. There's a little picture of my son that I put in the Bible. I think he was, I want to say, 2 years old. That's my son. This is when I was going to family court, and I was being called every name in the book by Oneida County and everybody around it. And I was being separated from fighting with my first wife to know him. Alright, that's why that marriage didn't last. Alright. See? This is my grandma Nikki. This is on my stepfather's side of the family. And he earned that right to be called that after all these years of non-involvement. There he is, because it is. Yeah, I got his name through marriage, and I've been treated a little bit rougher than the other ones. I don't get to know my sisters and brother because of him. Thank you. You could say because of me. I'll take responsibility, but it's because of you. I'm not going to fight City Hall. That's what you wanted, that's what you get. But here's Grandma Nikki before she passed away. She used to chain smoke religiously. I spent a lot of time with her, even as a man outside when I got back from the army. Everybody thought I was a leech and I didn't want to work, and I just was avoiding my own personal responsibilities because I hung around with her. But I loved her. I loved her food even when we didn't have food. We had a can of soup. I loved eating it there in the in the kit. She didn't want me there all the time. I was there. She took care of me though. She made sure that I had something. I had a roof over my head and something to eat, no matter how difficult it was for everybody involved. I gotta say, when she passed away, that was kind of the end of my family time. Understood that I was their oldest son. They turned their backs on me from that point. I got married to my second wife, and the paths never crossed again, no matter what. No matter what. There's Nicolina Calachico, I think her name was, Centinela, who was married to Louis Centinela in Utica, New York, and memory eternal.